Hey, I'm your host, Lady Miz, and you're tuned in to Talk Therapy, where conversation is the cure. Today, we're going to be talking about struggling to be a parent in today's society. Before we start, I need you to pause for a moment. If you're listening to this while you're driving, cleaning, laying in bed, or hiding in the bathroom for a few minutes for some peace, this episode is for you. And I want to be clear from the beginning. This is not about judging parents. This is about understanding parents. Parents who are trying, parents who are tired, parents who love their kids deeply but feel overwhelmed. You can love your children with everything in you and still feel like you're falling short. If that's you, then I need you to stay with me.
This is Talk Therapy with Lady Miss, where conversation is the cure. That's how we live.
Parenting today is not what it used to be. There's more pressure, less support, more opinions, more danger, more financial stress, and social media influences. And guess what? Parents are expected to never mess up, never be tired, or never get frustrated. We are raising children in a world that is constantly demanding more while giving parents less. That disconnect is exhausting. But what I want to talk about right now when it comes to parenting is buying love versus building connection. Let's talk about something uncomfortable, but let's keep it all the way real. A lot of parents feel the pressure to buy their kids love. Buying things because we feel guilty, buying things because we're not around as much, buying things because we don't want our kids to feel like they're missing out. But here's the truth. Our kids really don't need more stuff. They need more safety, more consistency, and more emotional presence. Buying things could never replace time, attention, or emotional security. So when love is tied to material things, kids grow up confused about what love actually looks like. And we don't want to confuse our kids and not teach them the real value of what love is. It's not placed in things, it's placed in people that you love, that you care about, the connection that you have with them. That's what it's about. Things could get broken, misplaced, worn out, outdated, but true love and true connection never fades and it never dies. Now let's talk about single parent struggles without blame. And we're going to keep it real, like we always do. Single mothers, single fathers, parents doing the job of two people. This is very, very heavy. But one thing we have to stop doing is blaming the other parent in front of the child. When you attack the other parent, you're attacking half of your child. Children should never feel like they should have to choose sides, carry the adult anger, and a lot of people love to put their feelings and their anger on their kids. They want them to take on their feelings because they feel like that's going to make the other parent feel like they're more wrong, and there's more co-signing and there's more conviction when you have more people or your kids agreeing with you on the things that you're angry about with the other parent. So they use their kids, and we have to stop doing that. Your pain with the other parent is not your child's burden. Another thing that I want to discuss is stop putting adult pain on children. And although that might seem the same, but it's slightly different. This part is important. Children are not emotional dumping grounds, all right? And a lot of times, some parents could dump a lot of their emotions and feelings on their child. And that could be exhausting for the child and very confusing and hurtful. They are not therapists and they are not mediators. So stop putting them in the middle of your adult problems. Your child should never feel responsible for your healing. That's not their job. When parents unload their hurt, their anger, their bitterness on their child, it causes anxiety, loyalty conflicts, and emotional confusion. Kids deserve to feel safe, not responsible. Another thing is fighting in front of your kids is very damaging. And I've been guilty of that. Let's be clear. Arguing happens. Disagreements happen. But constant fighting in front of children is very unhealthy. Kids don't hear arguments the way adults do. They internalize them. When the parents are fighting in front of the children, kids don't think my parents are stressed. They think this is my fault. Or they somehow maybe try to find a connection. They might even feel scared or nervous, embarrassed if their friends are around. It's so many different feelings that go through a child when two people are disagreeing or fighting in front of them. The whole energy of the house can shift just based off of how the parents is, because it is your job to create a safe environment, a healthy environment, a judge-free environment, a place where they feel comfortable. A house is a home when you make it one, but when it doesn't feel like one, now what do we do? So we must make certain changes that can be positive and beneficial to the household. Hey guys, listen, before I go any further, I want to pause for a moment just to say this really quickly. If this conversation is resonating with you and you feel seen, heard, or understood, please just take a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps our show grow. And it allows you to come back for more conversations like this and check out all of the other shows that we have here on From the Ground Up Productions. All right, now let's continue. This part I want to talk about how all of this affects our children, okay? All of the things that I mentioned. Children really feel the energy. So we all talk about energy a lot. We talk about spiritual energy. We talk about vibes and all of that. All of that matters in your house. So even when you say nothing, they can feel the tension. They can feel the stress. They can feel the emotional distance. They see it. They feel it. But here's the good news. Kids don't need to see perfect parents. They need honest ones who are willing to grow. Apologizing matters, okay? So sometimes we teach our kids, you got to apologize. You got to say sorry, take accountability. But they need to see you live that. Are you showing that? Are you modeling that for your children? Repairing matters. So if there's an issue, how do we fix it? How do we make it better? Do you know how to show your kids how to resolve conflict without physical issues, without being physical, or without yelling and cursing? If you grew up like that, you be the first person to break that curse in your family and show them that conflict resolution could be done. It could be done without any of the negative ways that I just mentioned. It doesn't have to come with fighting and arguing and physical. It can come with showing how to have a effective conversation and be able to communicate effectively without getting upset, because your point can come across better when people hear you more without having to put up a wall because they feel disrespected or they feel like you're attacking them. They can open the door so that they can take in the information. So we got to learn how to shift being like that. We have to learn how to show them there's better ways to handle things so that when they go out in the world, they know how to handle situations without major conflicts as well too. And plus, you can get so much more done when you do it that way. Now, trying again also matters. And what does that mean? Dust yourself off and try again, okay? If things don't work out, if things fail, that is okay, because nothing and no one is perfect. So you're going to watch me do this again, but get it right. Yes, you probably seen me mess up. Yes, you probably seen me fail. Yes, you probably seen me act out. But what I am doing now, I am showing you that I am growing. I am changing. I am doing something different to show you that there is room for change, that I can be different. I can show you something different. We don't have to stay stuck being a certain way just because we're used to being that way. No, I want to show my kids, and you should show your kids, that no matter how I used to be, no matter what I did before, guess what? That is not who I am anymore. You looking at somebody that's different, somebody that's changed, somebody that is trying, somebody that is showing you that I'm making an effort to make a change to better me, to better you, and to better us, to better our situation, to better our atmosphere. I don't have to stay stuck in what I did before, because that was the past. That's when I didn't know any better. But now I know better. Now, since I know better, I'm doing better. And I want you to see that. I want you to feel that. That's what's going on here. That's what we need to be showing our kids. Now, let's talk about survival, which is not perfection. We have to stop comparing our households to other people's households, okay? And your kids got to stop doing that too. It doesn't matter what's going on in somebody's house, because their situation and family dynamic might be totally different. So we have to stop comparing, and everybody's situation is uniquely for them. What they got going on over there, bad or good, has nothing to do with what is going on in your own house. We need to focus on emotional safety over appearance, all right? So listen, it doesn't matter how things may be perceived by other people, what they see. What matters is being emotionally safe. That's what we need to focus on when it comes to survival tools for parents. Creating a routine that works for your family. Somebody else's routine might not work for you. You might have a 2-parent household, but both parents are busy and both parents are working. That means you can't follow the same routine as somebody else who have 1-parent home. You might be a single parent doing a lot of things on your own. You can't follow the routine of a 2-parent household where they have somebody else that they could depend on when it's only you. See, everything is workable. Everything is doable. You can do it. It's just about finding the ways that work for you and your family and making it where it is not feeling overwhelming and like a burden. You just got to figure out the actual system that actually works. You also have to understand that you can ask for help without shame. You don't need to be ashamed to ask somebody for help. Help sometimes is there. That's what the village is there for. Put that pride aside, put your ego aside, and say, I need help. Because we all need help. Everybody needs help sometime. If you're a regulated parent, you can raise emotionally safer children. Your peace, it matters. Their peace matters. Everybody's peace matters. So listen, we're going to release the shame. Parents are drowning in shame. It's a lot of parents out there drowning in shame. Shame for not doing enough. Shame for being tired. Shame for needing help. Shame keeps parents silent. Silence keeps parents suffering. You do not have to suffer quietly. That's the part that I need you to understand. If nobody told you today, you are doing better than you think you are. Your children won't remember perfection. They'll remember love, effort, and safety. You don't have to be everything. You just have to keep showing up, being there, loving them, forgiving them, and asking for forgiveness when you mess up. I'm going to end it like that because I try to keep it under 20 minutes. But if you guys want a part 2, let me know. I'm here to talk it out, y'all. This is Talk Therapy. I want to thank you for listening to Talk Therapy, where conversation is the cure. I'm your host, Lady Miz. And if this episode spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this episode, and share it with another parent who needs to hear they're not alone. Until next time, y'all. You're not failing, you're surviving, and that matters. Peace. Hey, it's your girl, Lady Miz, and this is from the Ground Up Productions. We're not just a show, we're a movement. Under our brand, we have The Creator's Box, Talk Therapy, and The Imperfect Marriage. Real conversations, real people, real stories that inspire, heal, and entertain. Tune in, subscribe, and be a part of the growth because there's only one way to go from here, and that's up. Visit www.ladymiz.com to watch, listen, or contact us today if you want to get involved.
Do you want to promote your business or brand on one of our shows? From the Ground Up Productions is now accepting sponsors and advertisers. Get your message in front of a powerful audience through the Creators Box, Talk Therapy, and The Imperfect Marriage. Let's build together and grow your reach while supporting independent media. Visit LadyMiz.com and send us a message to learn how you can sponsor our show today.